Hi there, I'm Drew Badger, the world's #1 English fluency guide, and welcome to the new series that just gives you basic definitions and shows you descriptions of things in everyday life, so you can see what it's like to express these as a native speaker would. In today's video, we're going to talk about a shoe, one of my shoes actually, and we're going to describe it in basic and then intermediate and then more advanced terms. Let's begin. So this is a shoe. This is a new shoe, actually a new shoe. The shoe is maybe a size 12, so 28 or 29 or 30 centimeters, I guess. This is my shoe, actually, 30 centimeters. It is a New Balance shoe, and it has many different colors, some interesting colors, actually. We've got some blue and some interesting red here, and an interesting diamond pattern here. So this is just a basic definition. I'm talking about physically what the shoe is or what it looks like. Now we'll give a bit more detail in the intermediate description. So this is a shoe that I bought recently, about a month ago in San Francisco. So I can't really find shoes in my size that I like here in Japan. Most of the shoes are maybe a little bit too small, and if they are my size, I don't like the design or the style. So I actually really like New Balance just because these shoes are wider. New Balance shoes are wider and they just feel more comfortable for my feet. The only problem is that now New Balance shoes are popular. When I first started wearing New Balance shoes, they were just shoes for old men, but now they are popular shoes, and that means they are more expensive. So this New Balance shoe has an interesting kind of, it's almost like climbing rope, the same style of something you would use when you're climbing a mountain. I'll give you a closer view of it. It's a good thing you can't smell the shoe from this close. Whew, actually, it's not that bad. But this is just a general intermediate way of describing this shoe. So I'm talking about what it looks like and maybe giving a little bit of history or the story about it. So now I'll give the slightly faster and more advanced way of expressing this the way a native speaker would. So this is a shoe I actually picked up. So I bought it. I picked it up in San Francisco. And I hadn't actually gotten a new pair of shoes in about a year and a half, I think. So it's a rare treat for me to go back to America and actually pick up some shoes because, well, I do a lot of walking around and I wear down the bottoms of the shoes. So these shoes have an interesting tread on the bottom. You can see the tread is the design, just like you have on the bottom of a tire. Now this came from, or at least the story about this is that Nike shoes were designed using a tread like this to grip the track better. So Nike shoes were originally designed for runners, but they were made with a waffle iron. So if you've ever made waffles before, this is a typical kind of style or the shape that you would see on that. So this is actually an interesting design too. We've got some kind of paint splotches on the bottom of this, and also some more different kind of paint splotches here on the side of the shoe. So this is the, let's see, whatever this is, a Trail Buster. I forget the name of the shoe, but anyway, it's just a Phantom Fit New Balance shoe. There are lots of different New Balance shoes you can buy. This is not sponsored in any way by New Balance. I just happen to like the shoe. I thought it looked interesting because if you look at my regular fashion every day, I'm not really wearing anything particularly interesting. Just wearing t-shirts. So I like having a bit more of an interesting shoe to wear. So that was my slightly more advanced way of describing this. But again, if you want to talk about something, you go into detail about that particular thing. So we can talk about the particular parts of the shoe as well. So we've got the sole of the shoe. This is the bottom of it. You can talk about how high the sole is, or you can also talk about the insole. So if you have like maybe bad arches, so my feet have weak arches like that. I have flat feet. So I put an insole inside the shoe to lift up my foot. And you can also talk about this part here. This is called the tongue of the shoe, just like your tongue in your mouth. We've got the laces, and then you can get even more particular about particular like patterns or fabrics or styles that are on the shoe. I don't want to give you too much information in this video, but these again are just examples of how to explain it. If you have liked this video, please let me know. Like that, click that like button. Do become a subscriber to the EnglishAnyone.com YouTube channel if you have not already, and put a comment down below for what you'd like to see me cover next. Anyway, have a fantastic day. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Keep practicing. Bye-bye.
To continue learning, click on the link in this video to download Speak English Naturally, our free guide to speaking and sounding like a native English speaker. The guide reveals the 3 most important kinds of conversational English you must learn if you want to sound native, and will help you experience instant improvement in your fluency and speaking confidence. To download your free guide on a mobile device, click on the link in the upper right of this video. To download your free guide from a computer, click on the link in the lower right of this video. I look forward to seeing you in the guide.